Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine Transport. It is April something or other. Anyways, had to recover this truck and trailer from one of our drivers. Fucking piece of shit. Anyways, I won't say his name, but anyways, I figured I would do a video. I was about to take off. Anyways, beautiful Nevada. A lot of trash out here today. At the Loves, even though I'm not really a Loves guy. So the reason for the video is COVID-19 and truck driving. Excuse me. So my buddies and I went out to Vegas during March Madness. And damn, my bottom teeth are fucked up. Anyways, I'm a weird dude at times. Hi, Sarah. My wife's probably going to watch this later, so I love you. So, my wife's an RN. She works at a hospital. Well, you don't necessarily have to work at a hospital to be an RN, but anyways, I was just about to take off here in Nevada, and I already dumped my tires and dumped my pee bottles or whatever. No, I didn't drop it. I don't have... if you're a truck driver and you have a gallon of piss in your truck, that is not called a piss bottle. That is called a piss collection. You have a collection of pee. That's gross. Don't throw your fucking pee bottles out onto the fucking road. If you do, you're a disgusting fucking pig. Excuse my fucking French. Anyways, so I went off on a tangent there. I digress. So anyways, I was going to take off. I figured I'd do a video. I was into Loves getting coffee. I use a refillable mug. I don't use a thermos. I drink typically a cup of coffee a day. Too much caffeine, I think, is bad for you. Too much anything really is bad for you, except for sex. I don't know if sex would be too bad for you, but I don't have a problem with that. So, but anyways, so it was different. So I had to fly into Vegas from O'Hare. I arrived in Vegas Wednesday night, rented a car from Vegas, drove over to Barstow, California to get this truck and trailer. Driver fucked up the hood. I won't say his name just because I'm not that kind of guy. But Christopher Kidder, if you're watching this video, you piece of shit. So, anyways, so my buddies and I went out to Vegas during March Madness, and that's when this whole thing kind of broke out. And we were in the belly of the beast. Nothing was shut down yet. They had already said that they were going to damn, I gotta get that tooth fixed or something. Anyways, I'm an idiot. So, anyways, we were in the belly of the beast. This is before all this COVID-19 broke out. I mean, of course, it was over in China and stuff like that, but it hadn't really been, I guess, panicked on as far as the United States of America, which I love our country, but I don't trust our government. So, but all that aside, so we were in the belly of the beast. I mean, us guys, there was 8 of us and 2 guys to a room, so on and so on. And we had, we were down at the tables, at the machines, walking around, drinking, so on and so on. And of course, we all practice pretty good hygiene, I would imagine. I mean, I think we do. And we were all washing our hands constantly. And we flow both ways. And thank God, knock on wood, none of us are sick. So, I know, and then I've been out to California several times. I just came from Barstow, and I'm heading to Seattle with these pods. But, so, there's this rumor going around, all these conspiracy theorists and stuff like that. And you can go down any rabbit hole you want about, it's a fake disease. I really think it was a bioweapon. I really truly think it wasn't just somebody snuck it out of a lab. I don't think it was created in a bat laboratory or in a wet market or whatever in Wuhan. I truly believe it's a bioweapon. I truly believe it's against the people. I don't know if it's necessarily us or depopulation or whatever the case is. You can spin this out of control so many different ways and jump down so many different rabbit holes. The point of the video is for COVID-19 and truck driving. So, anyways, I was over here at the Loves. I'll skip back. So I know I jump around a lot of my videos, and I'm sorry, but so when I was in Barstow, I went in with my coffee cup. The truck was at the mechanic getting the hood fixed, and you, as long as you use one of their styrofoam cups, like like you buy a regular 20 ounce or whatever, and then you walk up to the register and you pay for it. If you use one of those cups, they didn't charge you for it; they just charge you a refill price. If you use one of those, they ask you, there's signs all over the coffee area. Please use a styrofoam cup if you have a refillable mug. So that was cool. But over here in Ely, Nevada, they have the coffee area and the fountain soda area, excuse me, roped off, and this is order here. So it's a little different in Nevada. I guess every state has different rules. Of course, California always has different rules, right? So, the land of make-believe, I believe. But, so anyway, so you had to buy the coffee, and then you give them your cup, and then they fill it up. Hey, whatever, man. Hey, your truck stop, your rules. A couple drivers are in there bitching about it, of course, pissed off. A lot of semi drivers are just fucking pissed off. I mean, pissed off all the time. And like literally, like, yeah, I had to park my truck today. Fucking pissed off. I had to fucking drive 500 miles today. I'm fucking pissed off. I had to get fuel today. I'm pissed off even worse because I had to get fuel. And I hate getting fuel. Shut the fuck up. If you don't like being on the road, then don't be on the road. Anyways, so they were in there bitching about this and that. So I was like, I was about to take off, and I'm like, I'm going to do a video, man. COVID-19 and truck driving. For any drivers out there, I don't, and I think I did a video. I know I did a video on this, not this particular thing, obviously, but hygiene and truck stops. Excuse me. So the, I don't brush my teeth in truck stops. The truck stop bathrooms are the nastiest place on the planet. In the morning, especially, drivers in there taking care of business, and the smell, it's really gross. So I'll wake up in the morning. I slept in this morning because I literally was running on and I'm not kidding. My wife could verify this in the comments. I literally probably in 72 hours got 8 hours sleep. I'm not kidding you. So I slept very well last night. Amazing. But again, I digress. So anyways, when I don't brush my teeth. So what I'll do is I'll get up with my coffee cup, go inside. I don't even bring my coffee cup in the bathroom. No, my cup does not touch the surface of one of them nasty bathrooms. So, I take care of business, and then I go in my baseball cap, I wet my hair up a lot, and then wash the shit out of my hands, and then I go out, get my coffee, and then I leave. And then I come out to my truck, and I brush my teeth, and I put gel in my hair. Just for how many, a truck stop bathroom is like a petri dish of nastiness, man. You don't want to do that. And if you do want to do that, you got probably a Superman fucking type immune system, fucking hard as shit. So, anyways, but COVID-19 and truck driving, I'm seeing less trucks on the road and less truck stops. I could be wrong, but there's definitely a lot less traffic out here in the country. So I'll find out when I go up to Seattle, because Seattle's pretty bad. But so as a driver, you should, and I know it's hard if you go to Walmart. First off, don't eat at truck stops, man. Don't fucking eat at truck stops. They've had videos from people, licking canned goods at supermarkets, and they've had people on videotape of putting stuff on computer keyboards at work office spaces, and just this and that, and hell no, man. You don't know if one of these or one of these staff people have this COVID-19, if it's real. I mean, there's so many people saying, oh, it's not real. Do you know anybody with COVID-19? Do you know anybody that's died from it? Do you know anybody in the hospital? Well, my wife has a nurse friend that has another friend, and her ex-boyfriend's mom and sister are pretty bad with it, I guess. So I don't see them being fake actors. So, and I had a buddy I went to high school with, I won't mention his name, but anyways, he died of COVID-19, I guess. But then they've also had people that have died of heart attacks, and they're calling it COVID-19. Who knows what the real story is? But I'm just saying, well, you shouldn't really, I mean, this truck's got a refrigerator, and everybody's seen and a microwave, and I got my bananas up on the thing, but I stopped at Walmart, and shopped. But anyways, try to have a stove, or a stove. Yeah, have a stove and a refrigerator in your fucking truck, because you won't have room for a bunk. Have a refrigerator and a microwave, man, and try to at least shop at, stores and such. And I think I did a video on the whole Walmart thing where you can go on the app and it's pretty user friendly. I didn't do that this time because I had to rent a car. I had to rent a car from Vegas to Barstow, so I had to rent a car for 24 hours. So I just went to Walmart. But back to the point, Kurt. So, don't eat in the truck stops, man. Don't fucking do that, man. Who knows if you got they say, like, when the HIV came out, not drivers, but people that were infected were actually intentionally giving it to other people. Well, if you have COVID-19 and you are kind of pissed off at the planet and you work at a truck stop, you might want to taint the food if you're a problem child. So I wouldn't eat at, and I know it could happen to anything. It happen vegetables. I mean, I got a bag of apples and a banana. People could be rubbing that shit all over the place, but I got bleach wipes and I will wipe down the banana peels, or I will hold the peel with my hands and then wipe down the whatchamacallit. But anyways, so these guys were in there bitching about it and this and that. And my advice is, don't eat at a truck stop. Try to shop at Walmart. Do what you can. Seriously, constantly wash your hands. No ifs, ands, or buts. And you should be doing that anyways when you're at truck stops, man, even before this shit came out. You know what kind of fucking diseases in those things? So, however, and then, try to wipe down the inside of your truck, your door handle, your steering wheel, your shifter gear, everything. Just be safe, man. Be better. And what's the big deal? So you live in a sanitized truck. I don't see there's anything wrong with that. But this is the thing. They are definitely coming for our guns, and they are definitely trying to control us. I'm really shocked that parts of the, I don't know how many states are involved in this shutdown thing. I know Wisconsin's affected, but I am really surprised, very, very surprised that, because we're monkeys at the end of the day, like I said, you can go to work, monkey. You can go to church, monkey. You got to go to your house now, monkey. You can't go there after dark, monkey. So at the end of the day, we're all fucking monkeys. But I am really surprised that the monkeys haven't fucking come out, because we're just going in our houses like, oh man, everything's cool, man. Okay, I'll self-quarantine, or I'll self-isolate, and they got all the X's on the floors at the truck stops, and gloves set an announcement, constantly wash your hands and practice social distancing. And so it's like robots, man. It's fucking like robots. When I was at Walmart in Barstow, it looked like it was like a power unit, like a little trailer, little enclosed trailer, just a towable trailer. It's small. And it had a telescoping pole on it, and it had cameras on it and speakers. I kid you not. I was going to do a video on it, but I had to get going. And they had a loudspeaker going every 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know, every 5 minutes, who knows? And it was like, Walmart likes you to protect yourself and blah, blah, blah. And then wash your hands often and practice social distance. It was kind of, it sounded a little eerie, man. It really did. It was almost kind of like something you would see in a like a catastrophic event movie, like Outbreak or Pandemic or whatever, or some kind of AI movie. It was really bizarre. But I'm just really surprised that us monkeys really are just staying together. And I don't have the answers. I mean, I'm former military. I served my time in an elite combat unit. We got lots of guns and ammo and stuff like that. No, we don't. No, we don't have any of that stuff. But I would say if you're gonna sit there and I mean, obviously I have guns. I did a fucking video on it. But these guys and gals are on YouTube. Oh yeah, this and that. There's a guy, Roy Potter, on one of the YouTube channels. Anybody who he constantly voices, oh, they're coming after our Second Amendment, or our constitutional rights, and not our second. Well, of course they're going after our Second Amendment as well. But they're definitely coming after our constitutional rights and the Second Amendment and the freedom of speech and this and that and everything else. But as soon as somebody speaks out on one of his live chats, he kicks them off, and he's like, oh, you're out of here. Well, dude, don't be a fucking hypocrite. You just say that they're coming after our freedom of speech, but yet you're gonna. Hypocrisy is a crazy thing, man. But yet you're gonna kick people off and of course, what do they call them, trolls or whatever the case is, on, that come on and post comments or whatever. I've posted a lot of nasty comments on people's shit, and I'm not a troll. And my real name is Kurt Sabella. I'm not hiding behind some kind of computer, whatever they call it, synonym, or I think that's it. Anyways, so pseudonym. I think it's pseudonym. I think. Anyways, I don't know, but yeah, he kicks them off for commenting. You're out of here, because they have their voice. They're doing their freedom of speech, and yet you're sitting there fucking one end of your mouth you're saying freedom of speech, and the other end you're kicking them off because they're commenting, or they don't agree with your agenda, or they don't agree with your video. Well, that's part of fucking doing the YouTube thing, man. So anyways, so fuck you, Roy Potter. If you, and he's a retired colonel, but this guy whines about this and whines about that, and oh yeah, they're the government trumped this, trumped that, dude, whatever, that's your right. But don't come on here and fucking whine and sit there and bitch and complain about, yeah, well, they're doing this. Dude, come up with a fucking solution. Come up with a solution. Don't, like, when I was a general contractor, I told my guys all the time, don't give me a problem, give me a solution. I'm not in here bitching about the government, or bitching about this, or bitching about that, so, because I don't have a solution. I think the solution is the people, hey man, revolt. I mean, get up, let's start organizing, or whatever the case is. That's probably not going to happen, because truck drivers have been saying that shit for years. Yeah, we need to unite, and we can shut this country down, and everybody shut their truck off and turn in their keys, and you ain't doing it. So I'm not on here bitching about the government, or yeah, they're definitely coming after us. There's no doubt about that. I have a group of friends that I'm with, or whatever the case is, and other people that I've talked to. It ain't an army, that's for sure. Probably a platoon size, if anything. Maybe a couple platoons of people, but you're not going to find. I mean, they can't control all of us, but again, I digress, and I'm going on down a different fucking path here. But so COVID-19 and truck driving, please don't panic. Don't get out there and, try to shut down. I mean, I know everybody wants to be with their family. I want to be with my wife right now too, but also we have bills. So don't panic. Practice great hygiene, not good hygiene, great hygiene. And don't touch your face. They say the average person touches their face 2,000 to 3,000 times a day. That's crazy. So if you have some nasty ass fucking booty diggers, your fingers, and your fucking booty diggers are all over your fucking face, you're not gonna fare very well. So keep your fucking booty diggers away from your fucking mouth and your nose and your eyes and your ears. So that's all I can say is, and don't fucking have a piss collection in your truck. Don't have garbage in your truck. Wipe down your truck often. Don't eat truck stop food. Wipe your hands, or use hand sanitizer every time you come in the truck. Because even if you don't, even your debit card. Like I ordered a burrito at this where I was getting my equipment washed, where I was getting our equipment washed in Barstow, and the gal wiped down my debit card with bleach, a rag and water and bleach. She wiped down everything. And then she handed it to me with the rag over the card. I thought that was amazing. I was like, wow, my wife would love you right now, because my wife has mentioned everybody uses their debit cards, but nobody's wiping them down in their wallets and this and that. She wipes down her purse and everything else. So my point being is, wipe everything down, man. Wipe everything down. Everything. That has a hard surface. I don't know if that's going to handle it, or if that's going to solve the problem, but it's going to, psychologically, it's going to make you feel better. I don't know about health-wise, but like I said, we've been into the belly of the beast during March Madness, and nobody's sick. And we were washing our hands often. We were playing games and, blackjack and this. So and none of us had gloves. I know my wife's going to be pissed when she hears that. But nobody had gloves and nobody had masks. And, but when I did get back, I felt really odd. And I'm like, man, maybe I do got this shit. My wife said, no, you were just in a smoky-ass casino, so you're whatever. And it's true. A couple days later, I felt amazing. So, But and then take your supplements, man. I take 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C every morning and then every night. And then elderberry is really good for you. Monolaurin is really good for you. I don't know really about anything else, but vitamin C, large doses, a few times a day. Monolaurin, I think two tablets a day. Monolaurin's it's derived by coconuts or something like that, I think. But and then elderberry is really good for you. Wipe down your truck often. Don't eat truck stop food. After I just said I fucking bought a burrito from the truck wash. But it wasn't a truck stop. It was a truck wash. Difference. Anyways, so that's all I can say, man. And I really think they are coming for our shit, and I really think that we're in a lot of trouble here. I don't think that the coronavirus or the COVID-19 is the reason. I think there's something seriously coming in the very near future. I really believe it's something else. And all I can say is, if you're a truck driver, have extra food, at least 4 or 5 gallons of water in your rig. Have whatever, sardines, tuna, box shit, whatever. That's why I went to I'm only planning on being out for a few days, but what if something happens? And I did bring my gun and my ammo, but I don't have my shotgun, I don't have my tack vest, my bug out bag, all that shit's back at the house. So anyways, I don't have as much ammo as I normally carry, but and not like I'm some kind of fucking badass, whatever, but at least I can kind of defend myself and survive. But I'm just saying, just have something, man. And I really think that there's more to this. I am just everything I'm reading and listening to on YouTube and this and that. And these aren't, like I tell people, these aren't people sitting in fucking lawn chairs drinking Milwaukee's Best. I mean, these are educated people, man. I mean, if you're listening to CNN or CSNBC or CBS or whatever, or Bloomberg or whatever, if you're listening to those things and you think because somebody's wearing a suit and a tie and a fucking nice dress and a nice watch and has their hair did and whatever, and they're sitting behind a fucking fancy ass desk with a screen behind them, if you think that because that makes them a professional person and that's the reason why you're going to believe it, then you are part of the problem, not me. You are part of the problem. If you believe everything that's coming out of those people's mouths in CNN, CBS, and CSNBC and Bloomberg, if you really think that those people are telling you the truth, man, you are fucking retarded. You don't believe those things. Also, you can't believe everything you hear and see on YouTube either. I get it. Believe in nothing of, what do they say? Believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you see. So don't, just be safe, man. And I hope I touched on some things, but there were some drivers that are talking about, what should I do and all this stuff. So I was like, wow, that was kind of a good time to do a video because a lot of people don't know what to do. I'm just going off what my wife as an RN tells me to do. And it's worked so far, knock on wood. But, and like I said, take your, and eat kind of healthy too. I mean, if you say I got bananas and apples and I got carrots in the fridge. I mean, believe me, my fat ass eats healthy. I do. I really do. I don't eat fried food. I don't drink. Well, I was drinking some regular soda here and there, but if I do drink soda, it's now diet, and I have my share of my water in there and other stuff. But I do drink a lot of water, and